What it do, guys? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God, man. We got some crazy news popping up this past few days. I've been trying to keep quiet about it because honestly, it happened 3 fucking years ago. Can we just get over it? But no, no, no. The Taylor camp decides to come out and attack Mr. West, which is fine. I think it's all fair to attack him, blah, 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 blah. But then I started noticing on the internet some backlash going towards Kim, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not even a Kim fan, but since she's been married with Kanye, Kim has done some phenomenal shit. You know what I mean? She's been a different person. She's just been killing shit, bro. You know what I mean? And I support people that are killing shit in life. You know what I mean? So she's been doing that. And I was like, I'm not even like, again, I'm a Kanye fan, not a Kim fan. So when the backlash was coming to Kanye, I was like, yeah, Kanye, come on, you knew that was going to happen. But as soon as the backlash turned towards Kim, I was like, yo, okay, now you're misinterpreting what the fuck the whole issue was and the reason why Kim brought out the receipts. Now, Kim's receipt was nothing to do about the word bitch. Taylor's complaint initially was not really about the word bitch. It was that first, right, her publicist and her said there was never a phone call, there was never a communication about the song or any of the lyrics within that song, which obviously include the sex line, right? Kim Kardashian was like, that is bullshit. He did talk about it, the conversation about the song. People kept attacking Kanye and attacking Kim, so Kim dropped a few snippets of the receipt to show that there was a conversation about the song on the phone call, clearly, right? There was a conversation, so why are you saying that a conversation never took place? This was Kim's only defense of Kanye. It was not about the word bitch, it was nothing else. It was simply, Taylor said the conversation never happened. Kim was like, there was a conversation, why are you lying? That was her only complaint. That was it. She was like, y'all like attacking this dude on some bullshit. Like, if you're gonna attack him for the word bitch, attack him for the word bitch, but don't ask shit like, oh, there was never a conversation. Now, obviously, Taylor stands, y'all dumbass motherfuckers, some of y'all, not all of y'all, some dumbass Kanye fans, not all of y'all, some of y'all, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm that dumb Kanye fan, I ain't gonna lie, we all like that, was told somebody, bro, trust me, bro, trust me, damn, I look good, but, so, that's my personal joke, but, okay, so, basically, you know what I mean? So that's what happened, right? So then Kim posted there. Obviously I have to look at Kim, you know what I mean? Every now and then check out her Twitter because I know she always be dropping gems or releasing motherfuckers from prison and doing some social shit, you know what I mean? And I pay attention to her social shit, you know what I mean? Because she a boss ass motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I was out here reading, and then it was like, people were attacking Kim, bro. And Kim had to come through and defend herself. She kept quiet. She wasn't saying nothing. But obviously, the Taylor stand-up and Taylor Swift, her goddamn self, continued lying, bro. Continued twisting shit. Continued adding to the goddamn narrative that happened almost 4 fucking years ago. You know what I mean? Like, Kim already dropped the receipt and let them know, look, she lying that there was no goddamn conversation. There was a goddamn conversation. You know what I'm saying? And this is the truth about the matter, and this is the problem. People don't want to listen to the truth. Kanye was wrong for saying bitch without asking for permission. Technically, sure, whatever. But goddamn it, y'all let Eminem lose for like free for saying all type of shit without any permission, getting sued, all type of shit. Eminem has said way more scathing shit about all these pop stars. Nobody says a word. If Eminem right now said Taylor Swift can suck my blah 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 and she's a bee and a whore, y'all be like, oh my god, Eminem is so amazing. You know what I mean? Eminem, oh my god, Eminem. What the fuck wrong with y'all, bro? Y'all make no goddamn sense, bro. And this is where like there was a comment, like, and I hate talking about race and all that bullshit, bro. Shit annoys the fuck out of me. But there was a comment that was like, Taylor Swift fans are like borderline racists and only listen to like certain fucking music. You know what I mean? And this is probably the problem right here. Borderline. I ain't calling none of y'all racist. I'm just saying that some of the actions y'all let Eminem get away with. Anytime a black artist does something, not even to the same extent, it becomes like a world-renowned issue, right? Like, just think about, like, there's so many situations, I don't want to get into it, but even the Me Too situations, like when a black person comes out and they're accused of that situation, like shit goes off, like off to the fucking spaceship. Obviously fuck R. Kelly though, that nigga, I'm sorry, he definitely did some shit, but I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, no, look, I'm not even going to compare the two situations, right? That's dumb. I'm not even compare the two situations. Forgive me for that. I'm not even going to compare the two situations. Let's just stick to the story, okay? So this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. I knew this from the jump, from when, because I went to the Kanye West album launch in the cinema like near midnight. It was only select cinemas that had the Life of Pablo unveiling / launch live in Madison Square Garden, right? Only select 10 cinemas all over the world, 10 or 15 or something like that. And obviously Ireland, you know what I mean? They had to hook us up with one. Pulled up, watched that shit, and I remember the situation around the time. I remember pretty well because that was one of the best days of my life. I really enjoyed that show. That was like phenomenal. It's something that resonates with me. It's not even my favorite Kanye album, but just that moment itself and everything leading around that moment was like so monumental for me, including what was happening in my personal life. So I definitely have a clear memory of that shit, and I remember exactly what happened. So the song dropped, right? And then I remember everybody was going nuts. Oh shit, how can Kanye say this? Blah 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 blah. Kim K stayed quiet. She didn't say nothing but a word. She didn't say nothing. She was like, yeah, I mean, he said it. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. Kanye goes, I talked to her on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I talked to her on the phone. Wait, I don't know if Kanye had even replied to that at the moment. I can't remember the exact order. Obviously, it was a long time ago. But all I remember is that Taylor Swift, whether prompted or unprompted, first said that there was never any communication between the two parties. Yeah, I think Kanye said that he communicated to Taylor Swift and it was all G. Now, Kanye could have simply just said that shit and not contacted her. That is way above and beyond what any rapper would do. I would not do that shit. Are you crazy, bro? If I'm going to call Taylor Swift, I don't give a fuck who it is. Kanye, Kendrick. If I'm going to call a motherfucker a bitch on a track, bro, I ain't going to ring a nigga like, yo, yeah, so I'm about to say that, like, you know, I fucked your bitch last night. You know what I mean? Is that, like, it might hurt you, but, like, yeah, I just want to let you know. You know what I'm saying? If somebody told me that, it's like, oh, bro, I'm about to drop a diss track on you tomorrow, like, is that G, bro? I'll be like, oh, damn, you called me for it? Like, oh, that's gang, do your thing, bro. But I'm going to reply and kill your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Who does that? Like, who rings somebody and asks them permission to say a line? And I made that bitch famous. It's basically I made that girl famous because it's rap, bro. We just got to accept the fact that in hip hop, well, we don't have to accept it, to be honest. You can still reject it. You can still fight against it, to be fair. But in hip hop, a lot of times the word bitch is like thrown into everything. It's like, you a bitch ass nigga, you know, or she a bad bitch. That's a good thing, right? Or she's the baddest bitch, or she a gang, she a ride or die bitch. You know what I mean? So like bitch can be perceived in two different ways. So it's easy for Kanye to say I meant it in a positive way, but it's also easy for Taylor Swift to say that he meant it in a negative, derogative way, right? So I think Taylor wins that argument. I think that's completely fair. I think her being feeling offended by that is completely okay. But I don't know if it's just me, but to me, it feels like that. I think that Taylor Swift owes me sex, which was the initial line, is actually worse than I think me and Taylor Swift might still have sex, because owes me sex. You know what I mean? That means that you owe me it. Like you owe me that for making you famous. Like that's way worse than I still think that me and Taylor Swift might have sex. Or I think that me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? Because I made that bitch famous. Instead of, I think that Taylor, like, owes me, bro, that would have been so crazy. That would have been way more skating. I'm just saying. But she agreed to that line, and she's mad at the word bitch. That confuses, that befuddles me, right? I think if she's going to be offended, she should be offended by the whole goddamn line. Now, she's it's within her rights to be offended just by the word bitch because he asked permission for the other part. Now, she did say, look, you're going to do it anyway. Oh, well, like, well, it's, you know, he's probably going, like, I mean, to be fair, he ain't have to do no, man, fuck all that. Why did he jump through these goddamn hoops for this motherfucker, bro? That's some crazy shit. But I just want you guys to get, I don't mind if you angry Kanye or angry Taylor Swift. I just want you guys to get the logistics of it. You know what I mean? And leave Kim K out of this shit, because it's not, what she was defending is not what people are attacking her for doing. That is not the situation at all. It never was. Even back then, it was never about the word, it was about the whole line. It only became about the word bitch when the phone call situation started happening. It was like, oh, yes, there was a conversation, but he never said anything about bitch. That's exactly what had happened. In fact, within the phone calls that leaked back then, I don't know if people just missed it, that part of the conversation, a bit of it was actually within, there was a leak of it originally, like way back then, but because there were so many versions of leaks that it probably got lost in the sauce. But that part of the conversation was already done and dusted. Anyways, I'm just giving you the news, guys. I don't normally do this, but I might start doing this. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like talking about you pop motherfuckers, rich ass billionaire, millionaire motherfuckers screaming at each other on Twitter over dumb shit. Anyways, been your boy Supreme Uchiha the God, man. Leave a comment, subscribe, whatever the fuck, or leave a dislike if you disagree with what I said. But I only speak the truth, nothing but the goddamn truth. I'm out.